When you write a series, whether it's books or TV or even a series of text messages, it's important to know when to stop. Even if you're a discovery writer, it helps to have a rough ending in mind. Where's it all going? If you don't have a clear stop point, you risk rambling on for a few books or seasons too many and defecating all over the good work you've already done. It's like texting someone, you've already said goodnight, they've said goodnight too, but then you go on some philosophical rant well after bedtime. At that point, the other person's just thinking, just shut up and sleep. That brings me to my list of TV series that didn't know when to shut up and sleep.
No fluff writing advice. Cut the fluff!
As far as procedural police dramas go, we've certainly got enough of them. The Mentalist is decent. I mean, it was until the writers botched the landing and crashed the series into a mountain of bullshit. I'm still not buying it, by the way. If you're unfamiliar with the series, our protagonist, Patrick Jane, is a former mentalist and fake psychic turned police consultant. It's like if Derren Brown decided to start fighting crime. It's not a super unique premise. I mean, on paper, it's basically a more serious version of Psych. The difference? Well, Jane foolishly taunts a serial killer, Red John, on national TV, doesn't he? So, in retaliation, Red John murders his wife and daughter. Suddenly, Jane isn't the smartest man in the room anymore. He has a new goal in life, a rival, an arch nemesis, a James Moriarty to his Sherlock Holmes, and now Jane wants to murder him right back. Understandable. Now, here's where the series crashes into a mountain.
Warning, spoilers ahead.
In the final episode of the third season, Jane finally outsmarts Red John and fulfills his mission.
Please, wait.
Wow, he got him. Great work, Patrick. And the actor Bradley Whiteford, who plays Red John, absolutely nails the role. Yes, that's Red John for sure, no doubt in my mind. The twist? Well, according to the writers, it's not Red John.
What? Why?
Well, we think we can milk this storyline for a few more seasons, so we've changed our minds. It's not Red John. Never was. Well, it's not anymore. I'm not actually saying the series needed to end at that point, but it would have been better if it did. Alternatively, the writers could have come up with a new storyline to keep the series going without defecating on the previously decent writing. We made something good and told a good story. There's only one thing left to do. Shit all over it! Unfortunately, this kind of behaviour is all too common in TV. Supernatural, the series about a couple of bros, Sam and Dean Winchester, who drive around the United States hunting monsters. Great premise, great show, until it wasn't.
Spoilers incoming.
For 5 supernatural seasons, the story builds up to a massive moment, the goddamn apocalypse, which the boys need to stop. Obviously, can't let that happen. Lucifer's out of his cage and his bro, the Archangel Michael, wants to fight him. Meet me near the swings after school, I'm gonna punch your head in. Naturally, Sam is Lucifer's earthly vessel while Dean is Michael's. Bros inside bros, as the saying goes. And the final season and the final episode are epic. A perfect end to the series. Well done, everyone. Nailed it. Oh, well, it's not the end of the series. What do you mean? It has to be. Sam's trapped in hell for all of eternity, unless you want to reboot the apocalypse, and Dean has accepted his new life as a family man. How is that not the end? Well, Sam's back. And we're on for 10 more seasons. Look, I'm not saying Supernatural is all bad after season 5. There are some great moments. The problem is, once you defeat the devil, what's there left to do? Kill another vampire? It's like summiting Everest and then going back to walking hills in the park. Bit underwhelming, yeah? To the writer's credit, or maybe discredit, depending on how you look at it, they do continue to up the ante right until the final boss. God. Yes, once you've beaten everyone else, the only person left to defeat is the creator of the entire universe. And they do defeat him, which is insane. You lost me. Everything up until that point is totally believable. Yeah, but beating God, nope, won't have it. Seasons 1 to 5 are a near perfect story arc. After that, pure chaos. But I will admit to enjoying quite a bit of that chaos. Heroes is another TV series that kept getting served up well past its expiry date. Simple premise, people get superpowers and do superpowery things. The series has a great cast of characters and a super tight and compelling story. At least that's what I would say if it had ended after the first season. Instead, heroes lived long enough to become the villain.
Spoilers dropping now, like Peter Petrelli learning to fly.
Look, my brain has blocked out most of the later seasons of Heroes. Either they're incredibly bad or incredibly unmemorable. What I do remember is the big bad from season one, Sylar, turns good, then turns bad again. Then does he turn good again and maybe bad again? I don't remember the details, but I do recall thinking, this is ridiculous. This series should have ended after season one, or I should have stopped watching. That's also an option. I actually don't watch anything anymore, so which series was it that turned me off TV for good? I think I have some idea, but it's not on the list, so let's not go there. Oh, remember Scrubs, a hospital based sitcom that expertly blends comedy with tragedy? Brilliant show from start to finish, from start to the real finish. Season 8. They wrapped it up perfectly. Then decided to resurrect the show for another season. It's like digging up the grave of a recently put to rest loved one after a beautiful service and everyone got closure, but now you're dressing up the corpse and parading it around town like they never died. Wait, why is this corpse walking around? I was at the funeral. Who dug up Uncle Brian? Luckily, the resurrection didn't last long, and we only had to watch the series stagger around, moaning and stinking the place up like a reanimated corpse for one extra season. Wait, what? They're doing another season after all this time in 2026? But the corpse will be more decomposed now. What are they thinking? Should have gone with a cremation. At least that's final. Dexter, everyone's favorite semi ethical serial killer. Now, I'm not saying the first three seasons are perfect. They're not. They each have their moments, good and bad. But season 4, with the Trinity Killer, Season 4 is an absolute killer season and could have easily worked as the last or second last in the series. That ending, whoa.
Some mild spoilers here, maybe medium, definitely not hot and spicy.
Personally, I would have liked one more season where we get to see Dexter's life start to unravel and he eventually gets caught. I mean, that's how it always should have ended, right? With Dexter getting caught one way or another and seeing everyone's reactions to learning he's the Bay Harbor Butcher. Anyway, Dexter doesn't get caught. What? After a series of baffling storylines, he hands off his kid to another serial killer to raise, fakes his own death, and becomes a lumberjack or something? Okay. I don't know what happens in the sequel series. I think there's two now, but at this point, I don't want to know. Unless they've managed to pull off a massive writing related redemption, all I can say is the series should have got the full Dexter treatment well before now. Let's talk Prison Break. The premise? Guy's bro gets put in prison for a crime he allegedly didn't commit. The guy with the locked up bro is Michael Schofield, who happens to be a structural engineer, which, as it turns out, is the ideal skill set to have if you want to break someone out of prison. Any structural engineers locked up right now? Keep an eye on them, check their tats.
Alright, I'm about to break out some spoilers.
So, how does Michael break his bro out of prison? By tattooing all the information he needs for the breakout on his body and getting himself locked up in the same prison.
You've seen the blueprints. Better than that. I've got them on me. Are you kidding me?
Whoa, great premise. The problem? Well, they break out of prison. Great, fits the description. Then they're on the run for a season. That's to be expected. Then they're caught and put back in prison, a different prison, so it's different, totally new and fresh. You'd think that'd be the last prison they need to escape from, yeah? No way, there are at least a couple more. Even after the series supposedly ended, it came back almost a decade later, and they had to. I don't even want to say it. Yes, break out of another prison. When will it end? The Walking Dead. Now, this is a tough one because I can't honestly say when this series should have ended, and I didn't watch the later seasons, but it definitely should have ended sooner than it did. With this series, I'd check out, then someone would tell me, it's good again, and I'd check back in, then it'd go to the dogs again, and I'd check back out. So, I mean, if it got cancelled after season one, there would have been riots in the streets, people screaming for its return. But the way it went down, it was mostly people screaming for its cancellation in the end, or really just not caring at all. I do wonder what would have happened if Frank Darabont didn't leave after season one. The show probably should have ended with his departure.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So this list is by no means comprehensive. I've only mentioned series I watched, and as you can see, most of them are over a decade old. So if you'd like to add anything to the list, drop a comment. Or if you disagree with any of my inclusions,
Leave your stupid comments in your pocket.
nah, not really, all comments are welcome here. If you enjoyed this video, hit subscribe. If you didn't enjoy this video, hit subscribe anyway, and hate watch my content. That's always fun.